Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks for Super Bowl 59. Yeah, did you really think we'd miss one? If only to keep the streak alive while we break in the new studio. And maybe we even do a daily hockey show from here because you're following the football show, right? I mean, the new hockey show? What the fuck do I know? Let's get to the games. The coin toss, nothing encapsulates the thrill of gambling more than starting the biggest day of gambling on a fucking coin toss. The fact that you're placing your first bet of the game on something that you know is a 50-50 proposition, which was also a law passed by the Biden administration relating to transgender surgeries, gone, either shows that you're a foolish, degenerate gambler or a sage who knows the very foolishness of it all. Yeah, well, while you're kicking that around your head, you may as well call heads since you're in it on the toss. As for the second question in the grander debate, well, I guess the coin toss will decide with a different answer for each of you, depending on what you call. But Daddy is saying take heads, and there ain't no pictures today. My next pick, national anthem at 120.5 seconds, 2 minutes over under. Fun fact, musician and composer John Batiste, who's set to sing the anthem, was born and raised in New Orleans and has done it all. He's a 5-time Grammy Award winner, woke, musical director of The Atlantic, woke, creative director of the National Jazz Museum in Harlem, woke, a co-composer of Pixar animated movie Soul, woke, and the former band leader and musical director of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Which is why I'm guessing this will go well over the 2 minutes because he's going to be yawning every 5 seconds, considering how long he's been woke. Which is why no one has ever heard of this guy. And even if he goes under 2 minutes, and he won't, it will seem like fucking forever. Take the over, which the last 4 anthems have gone. There's no picture. Sorry, there's no picture. My next pick, the prop bet. The over-under on catches by Xavier Worthy is 5.5. What? This is another bet Vegas actually loves dangling in front of people that show up for the Sunday gambling festivities to waste their money. Sure, he looks like a pretty target, but if you know one thing about X's, they're around a lot early, but then they tend to vanish later on. And the only difference is X will be here, and he'll be fucking with you after the game. If you think that between all the options he'll be used for more than just 1 or 2 garbage plays early to spread the field later for Kelsey and D-Hop. Take the under on 6.5 catches for X-Man. Why don't we get to the game? The Eagles are getting 1 hook from KC and New Orleans. Wow. Fitting that this game is being played in New Orleans because when it comes to the calls, the refs have been giving KC all season, and they have. They come on big plays, and it is easy to see why the refs are under fire. Couple that with the fact that the only thing called less than holding on the Chiefs on Sundays is me by my exes the other 6 days of the week. And one would think the Eagles need to beat 2 different teams today. Yeah, you'd think that. But the NFL is increasingly becoming a cross between the NBA and pro wrestling, which is why it is a complete junkyard, dog. What? And the NFL cannot wait to call a single shit call on the Chiefs today and make them the heel. Yeah, that's why the NFL's become to me. This game is going to be won by a field goal, which is why that won't come into play much. But I'll take the fucking birds, and I'll fucking take the 1 hook. Finally, the total on the game is 48.5. There's nothing I love better than watching 2 high-powered offenses go into the Super Bowl and watching Vegas dangle a line that people think will be eclipsed by the third quarter. Well, having spent the past year in an actual eclipse, I know how long they take. And if you think this game is going over, I may need to quote my good friend Frankie McDonald, not true, not true, not true. And much like Frankie, if you bet too much on the over in this game, when it doesn't hit, you may get chased through your neighborhood by more than just onion rings and gorillas. Take the under. Those are Geno's picks.